Howdy folks, welcome to the Lone Star State. You know Texas, big sky, big stakes, even bigger personalities. It's a place where everything feels larger than life. But hidden amongst the hustle and bustle are whispers of the past, places time forgot, ghost towns. These are the remnants of a bygone era. Yeah, Texas ain't all hat and no cattle, we got history too, even if it's a little dusty. These ghost towns are a testament to that. Now ghost towns ain't just about tumbleweeds and spooky saloons. They're much more than eerie abandoned places. They're like history books sprung to life, full of stories about boom and bust, dreams won and lost. Each town has its own unique tale to tell. They remind us that even in the Lone Star State, nothing stays the same forever. Change is the only constant. These forgotten towns are scattered all over Texas, from the dusty plains to the piney woods. Each one offers a glimpse into the past. Each one a snapshot of a bygone era, a chance to step back in time and walk in the boots of the folks who came before. It's like stepping into a different world. So saddle up, partners, as we explore some of Texas's most fascinating ghost towns. Get ready for a journey through history. First up, Terlingua. Deep in the heart of Big Bend country, this place was once a booming mercury mining town. Back in the day, mercury was essential, used in everything from thermometers to detonators. Terlingua was sitting on a mercury gold mine and folks flocked in from all over. The town was a Wild West kind of place, full of miners, merchants, and misfits. Saloons overflowed with thirsty workers and the streets echoed with the sounds of commerce and, let's be honest, probably a few brawls. But what goes up must come down, right? When the price of mercury crashed in the 1940s, Terlingua went bust. The mines shut down, folks packed up, and the desert reclaimed its own. Next stop, Thurber. A town with a story as rich as the coal seams that once fueled its rise. Up north, this town was all about coal. It was the lifeblood of Thurber, driving its economy and shaping its destiny. The discovery of a massive coal seam in the 1880s turned Thurber into a boomtown practically overnight. People flocked here, hoping to strike it rich. Miners poured in, and soon Thurber was producing more coal than any other town in Texas. It was a bustling hub of activity and opportunity. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Thurber wasn't just any boomtown. The company that owned the mines, they wanted a certain kind of worker, sober, hard-working, and most importantly, no troublemakers. They had a vision for a disciplined workforce, so they outlawed saloons, gambling, and even, wait for it, dancing. Yes, dancing was banned too. Can you imagine a Wild West town without those things? It was unheard of, almost like a paradox. But, like Terlingua, Thurber's fate was tied to the industry it served. The town's prosperity was directly linked to the coal mines. When the demand for coal declined, so did Thurber. The once thriving town began to wither away. By the 1930s, the town was pretty much deserted, leaving behind a collection of empty brick buildings and a legacy of, dare I say, unusual morality for a Texas boomtown. The echoes of its past still linger in the ruins. Section 4. Why'd they leave? The fickle finger of fortune. So why'd these towns go belly up? Well, it's a familiar story, boom and bust, the ebb and flow of industry, and maybe a little bit of bad luck thrown in for good measure. When an industry thrives, towns pop up like mushrooms after a rain. But when that industry dries up, those towns can wither just as fast. It's a harsh reality, but it's the story of many a ghost town, not just in Texas, but all over the world. Sometimes it's a change in technology, like what happened with Mercury and Terlingua. Other times it's a shift in demand, like the decline of coal that doomed Thurber. And sometimes it's just plain bad luck, like a natural disaster or a change in transportation routes. Section 5. Ghost towns today, more than just dusty memories. Now you might be thinking, Mike, these ghost towns sound kinda depressing. And yeah, there's a certain melancholy to them. The empty streets and crumbling buildings tell stories of a bygone era, but they're also incredibly fascinating places. Each corner you turn, each building you enter, holds a piece of history waiting to be discovered. They remind us that nothing lasts forever, and that even in the face of hardship and uncertainty, folks found ways to build communities and make a living. These towns were once bustling with life, full of dreams and aspirations. Plus, they're just plain cool to visit. Imagine walking through the same streets where pioneers once tread. These days, many ghost towns are finding new life as tourist destinations. They offer a unique glimpse into the past, a chance to step back in time. Folks come from all over to wander through the abandoned buildings, to feel the echoes of history in the air. They imagine what life was like back in the day, when these towns were full of life and activity. and maybe even catch a glimpse of a ghost or two, though I can't make any promises on that front. The mystery and allure of these places are undeniable, so next time you're in Texas, take a detour and visit a ghost town. It's an adventure you won't forget. You might be surprised at what you find. Hidden gems and unexpected stories await you. Just watch out for rattlesnakes, they add a bit of excitement to your visit. And remember, if you hear a ghostly saloon piano playing in the distance, it might just be me tickling the ivories. Enjoy your journey through time.